Hello, and welcome back once again to the channel for more Sandship content. Now, following on from our recent update video, you might have seen that there is a seasonal event taking place within the game right now, and that is the Wintertime in Genocad event, where we need to craft 10,000 ice cartridges in order to collect the rewards. Now, I've had a lot of questions from you guys asking exactly how we make these cartridges, so we're going to run through step by step with you guys to show you exactly how to do that. Now, the very first thing you're going to want to do to make this process a lot easier is purchase this Winter Factory. It's available from the shop for 500 credits only, and it operates in the same way a sandbox does, as in you don't need to pay for your devices, but you can actually export all the winter materials like a normal factory. Now, you might have already seen that there are 4 new materials within this event. We've got the ice crystals, the ice cube, the ice cartridge, and the cold chamber, and we're going to need to use all of these to be able to craft that ice cartridge. So without further ado, let's get straight into our winter factory and show you how to make these. So here we are in our winter factory, and we're going to build this up stage by stage, showing you exactly how to make each material. We're going to start off with the ice cube. So to make ice, we're going to need water, which means we need 2 synthesizers here into a chemical mixer, changing one of them to oxygen. Now we're going to pump this water into a compressor, select that ice cube recipe, and in order to get it to the right temperature, you need to place down an ice gun. Now, as we said, there's no cost to placing these devices, which makes it a huge saving instead of doing it in a regular factory. Now, in order to make both ice cubes and crushed ice, we're going to split this off and utilize 2 different tracks of belt here. Now, in order to make the crushed ice, we're going to need to place a crusher here, but we're also going to need another ice gun to make sure it's at the correct temperature. Now, if we export these, now we've deliberately placed a lot of tracks in between to show exactly what happens if you don't keep the temperature cold with these ice cubes and crushed ice. They're going to melt and you're not going to be able to export them. So make sure you're either keeping your exporters very close, or you add in some more ice guns to make sure that they stay cold enough to be exported. As we can see here, if we turn it on after placing our ice guns in, we've got our first 2 materials here. Now, in order to make the 3rd material of this event, that's the cold chambers, we're going to need a combination of nitrogen and gearboxes. So to make this a bit of a quicker process, we are going to import our nitrogen gas tanks and our gearboxes. And to assemble these, we're going to need to place them into a mechanical assembler and select the cold chamber recipe. You're then going to need a grabber to export them. You don't need any ice guns to make this material, and as you can see, we've added that into our list of outputs here. You can go ahead and construct the whole design if you want to, but in order to save time, we've just used these importers. So now we've got our 3 materials. Now, in order to make the actual ice cartridges themselves, we're going to put all of these together. We don't need the ice cubes, so we're going to get rid of the ice cubes for this construction. And we're going to place another grabber into another mechanical assembler, selecting the ice cartridge recipe this time. The ice needs to go into the mechanical assembler to make them cold enough. We're going to move the cold chamber recipes up and insert them into the same mechanical assembler as the crushed ice. And then we're going to place a final grabber and an exporter. Now, we need to make sure that the ice chamber is at the correct temperature, so we're going to place another ice gun on the mechanical assembler to ensure that's okay. And as you can see, when we turn this on, we are now producing the ice cartridges that we need. And we're going to need to make 10,000 of these to collect the rewards for the event. So feel free to double up on this design to get a higher output, but this is simply to show you exactly what you need to do to make them ice cartridges. We hope this has helped you out, guys. It is a bit tricky utilising all the ice guns to make sure they're at the correct temperature, so keep an eye on that and keep an eye on your recipe selections as well, and everything should function as it needs to. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching as usual, but until next time, bye bye.